Girl, I swear, there's literally another fly in this room. Like, there's just always one in here. And it seems as if, though, it's always when I'm trying to film. Side note, this deck is so, like, I don't know, like, they're all just, like, they don't have edges. Like, they just go so well together. Like, all of them, we love this. Which one y'all think you gonna choose? I'm not gonna make him choose one because I don't want that to create bias, but it's like, imagine. Hello, hi. So, first of all, one of my videos broke like 200 views. I'm feeling kind of glee AF. Like, I'm feeling a little. Anyways, thank you so much for that. Thank you if you watch these. I love you. But, anyways, today we're gonna do some heartfelt guidance. I was very called to do this. I was like, yo, like, I was thinking about it. I was like, wow, that's such a good idea. I'm so excited now. Let's do this. So yeah, today we will be doing just that. Some gentle guidance, you could say, but I feel like gentle guidance is like low-key already been used. So I don't want to be like, you know, like we don't like plagiarism, or I don't know what it could be, but I just feel like it's not my idea. But some heartfelt guidance sounded very much on brand for me. So yeah, that's what we're doing. I feel like collectively we're still recovering from September. At least I know I am. And I feel like because Saturn retrograde and like Jupiter retrograde ends soon, like we just need that final push, you know. We just need that final handhold, you know, like please, like oh my gosh. October has been a lot better, I will say that. Anyways, so we have 3 decks here. Obviously, you've been seeing them. Like I'm the hell. So for pile 1 we have the Lua Tarot. For pile 2 we have the Luminous Spirit Tarot. And then pile 3 we have the Ethereal Visions Tarot. And this one I got off Etsy. This one I got off Amazon. This one I got off Labyrinthos. Just to let you know in case you want to purchase them. They're all very nice decks. This was actually my second ever tarot deck, which is kind of cool. But anyways, yeah, like if you already chose your pile, go ahead and move along. But I just wanted to be like, oh my gosh, like be a YouTuber, be like, please like and subscribe, lol. But yeah, I'm probably gonna film and post like Monday, Wednesday, Friday. But I'm probably not gonna post next Wednesday. We'll see because I have plans. But that's besides the point, y'all. I don't know, like I'm just feeling it, y'all. Like the past 2 days were kind of gross, but then today's been a lot better. Like yesterday, I went through like a metamorphosis because it started bad because the day before was bad, and then it kind of like got worse, and then like I pulled my life together, and then it got significantly better. And by the end of the night, I was like, wow, like I just feel like everything is possible. So yeah, here we are. If you stayed for that, thank you. But anyways, let's get into the reading. Let's get into it. Hello, pile 1. If you chose the Lua Tarot, this is gonna be a reading. So I remember in the other videos I was like, pre-shuffling oracles is so much better. And now look at me, like I do everything on camera. The only thing I didn't pre-shuffle was these 2 oracle cards. So this was to kind of dictate your energy as a whole. Let's see, like I literally asked the deck like, who is pile 1? So for this oracle, the animal oracle, we have the owl, and for this one we have observer. So right off the bat, pile 1, I feel like you've been overly reclusive, or you've just been kind of keeping to yourself almost. When I was looking at these cards and reading up on them, because I'm still honestly trying to master learning these 2 decks, but just looking at them and just like noticing how an owl is kind of an observer. You know, when we look at owls, we think of the night, we think of wisdom, we think of silence, you know. And I feel like maybe you have been staying up late. That's a loose thought. Maybe you've literally been a night owl. But I feel called to say that it might be really good for you to have a more realistic sleep schedule and to also just express your ideas more and reach out to people more, you know? I feel like you've been kind of sacrificing a lot of your ideas in the sense that you're not really expressing them, you know? So, let's get right into the oracle cards. We're using my handy dandy Iris Oracle here. I love this deck so much. It's just so good. I feel like it's so good at giving heartfelt guidance. So, some guidance for pile 1. We have a lot of oracles today, by the way. So we have service. So guidance from pile 1, heartfelt. And Rainbow Bridge. So you very well could want to... Oh, and bottom of the deck is be free, do what you love. Girl. Please, no. Anyways. Moving on. That was embarrassing. I'm not gonna edit it out though. That was funny. Anyways. Jeez. I feel like with the service card, maybe you have ideas in helping other people, pile 1. Maybe you want to do something that is beneficial to other people, like, you know, like the occult. So doing tarot readings for people, or like maybe you want to be a therapist, or maybe you want to get into helping others. Maybe otherwise you could literally just want to do something with hair, because I see that in the picture. You could want to be an author, I'm hearing. But whatever it is that you may want to do, I do feel as though it deals with the greater good of your community or your people or the world, honestly. But I'm sensing that you're not really taking the initiative for whatever reason. And I feel like it's very important that you don't play it safe so much. It's obvious okay to play it safe, it's valid, but it's not really serving you right now, because it's kind of keeping you up at night. It's causing you to look at the world with glassy eyes, and I feel like it's like, oh, I wish I could do this, you know? Like, don't wish your life away, pile 1. If you really want to try it, I'd say try it, but also if you don't want to, like, you have free will, pile 1. But I am saying that it's worth giving your ideas more room in your life. It's worth not shutting them down or believing that it's not possible, you know. It may not even require that you take crazy leaps of faith, you know. It could very well just be like, oh, just, you know, do something, you know. Like, I feel like it starts very small. Like, for example, when I wanted to do tarot readings before I got up to YouTube, I would just do it for friends, you know. It's like, start small. With the owl card, I did see in the book that relationships and like friendships could help. So anything of the sorts, you know, if you want to do something for someone or like start a service of sorts, you very well could start with your friends, you know. Get practice and see what's good, see what the tea is, you know. But let's pull you an angel oracle. Oops, I bumped into this deck. I love this deck. I remember when I was working at this job, this is the deck I bought with my first paycheck because I was like really proud of myself, so I decided to reward myself. I was like, wow, you did such a great job. I have long quit that job. Anyways, the card for pile 1. Card for pile 1. This one wants to come out. Okay. So we have 555. Ooh. A major shift is about to come into your life experience and change your path's direction. Be open and stay positive. I am optimistic. It definitely seems as though there's opportunities coming your way, and it's not really about creating the opportunity, but rather not letting it pass you up. I think that's very important, pile 1. Don't let things pass you up, even if it's like kind of unsuspecting, you know, or like you don't think that you'll actually gain from it. I very much do think it's worth trying it out. I feel like it's really important that you don't get yourself into a rut, or that you don't let your own thoughts kind of control you. I'm sensing that you could be a huge overthinker, but 5 is a huge number regarding change. And I'm sure we all know this, but it's very important that you embrace this change. Change happens for you, not to you. And the sooner you don't take things, this, just make sure you don't take these changes personally. Don't be upset about it. Don't think, oh my gosh, why is this happening to me? Or like, oh my gosh, why can't I just do this? But things will start revealing itself. Things will start revealing themselves to you, and as that happens, you'll be able to take these leaps of faith. And I feel like it's about knowing, I feel like a good message so far in your reading, Pile 1, is that it's very important to understand that what you're going through right now is not permanent. And whether you like it or not, it's not permanent. It's, even if you decide to do absolutely nothing, things are still going to change, and things are still going to pop up, and opportunities are still going to pop up. I remember before I moved, I literally did nothing with my life. I would wake up, do whatever I wanted to do, like brush my teeth, wash my face, and then I play video games, like film a TikTok, or just goof off, take care of my plants. I don't know, like I was just doing such mundane things, and sometimes I'd work, and then the move popped up, and I took the opportunity, and I feel like that's very important, Pile 1. Do things that feel good right now, and stop holding yourself back. It's like, be reasonable, obviously. Don't do anything crazy and reckless, but I don't think that you're that type of person, Pile 1. It's like, start small and do what feels good. If being of service to people makes you feel good, then do just that. Do what you think will help people. And honestly, do these services for yourself too. Get treated, get a mani-pedi, I don't know, and get a haircut, do a face mask, do some self-care. And when I do say self-care, do it very generously, do it as if you were actually doing it for another person. I feel like more often than not, if I'm doing self-care for myself, it's just like eating a Pop-Tart and using a face mask. But if I'm doing self-care for another person, it's like I set up a whole spa for them, and it's like, you need to do that for yourself, like, treat yourself as if you're treating another person, to that same energy. So, okay. I'm going to pull the tarot now. We have 2 more oracle decks, but I want to pull the tarot first, just because I want to, put the oracles on, I'll show you later. But I just want it to make sense. So, yeah. Honestly, Pile 1, I wouldn't be surprised if you feel stagnant, or you've felt stagnant. And it's very important that you understand that it's only a feeling, it's only a situation. It always passes you. We are creatures of change, whether we like it or not, and more often than not, no matter how hard we try to grasp onto things or a moment, it always changes, so count on that. One day, it's not going to be this way. Some heartfelt messages for Pile 1. This one does not do jumpers. Some heartfelt message for Pile 1. Okay. We have 8 of Wands. Quick. Page of Swords. The Hierophant. You could be a Taurus, honestly. I'm sensing some Taurus energy here. And then 3 of Swords. And on the bottom of the deck, we have the Seeker, which is the Fool in this deck, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Pile 1, honestly, it really does seem like, when I said that this change is coming, or things are going to start popping up, with the 8 of Wands, it really does seem that way. Especially with the Seeker card on the bottom of the deck. I really do feel like you're kind of nearing the end of this cycle. With the Seeker card, I almost wonder if, you haven't really been stagnant. If you have been stagnant, you very well may be in this mood of wow, I really want to get out of this. I'm so tired of this. I want to get going. And Pile 1, I feel like you sort of have control over this situation. I feel like your words are very impactful, Pile 1. I feel like you may jinx a lot of things, or you may speak things into existence often. I'm hearing, because if we have Taurus, that's ruled by a throat, and then we have Page of Swords, and with the Page of Swords, I refer that to as a very hesitant card, and someone who has thoughts and ideas that want to express themselves, but for whatever reason can't get themselves to. And so I'm sensing that once you start speaking things, you will literally create your own reality, you know? It's like once you start talking to people and telling them, or talking to yourself, or just saying it out loud, I feel like things will happen. And with the Three of Swords, I feel called to say that this is something you're in the midst of right now, or this is something that's happened. This very well could deal with like a relationship with the Three of Swords. I do feel called to mention that because I do sense a lot of intimacy in this reading, because the Observer card, I just noticed that this figure just looks very upset, at least in my eyes, and they're kind of looking up, you know. And then we have the Service card, which is it looks like a very intimate card to me. And then we had the Three of Swords. It very well seems like whatever may have happened up until this point, it really has left you a little devastated, and it's left you a little bit upset, you know, as if like, oh my gosh, like, will things work out? Will things be better? You know, will it always be this way? And the truth is that it won't be this way forever, you know? And that's the beauty of living in the moment, you know. And if you feel this way, Pile One, I really commend you for living in the moment so much so that you feel like it's not gonna end, you know. That's really amazing. It's like, do that when you start thriving, you know. Do that when you're happy, you know. Make it seem like it's never gonna end, you know. Don't think about how it is gonna end. Think about how it just may not end. And regardless of whether or not it ends, like, you were in the moment, so what does it even matter, you know? Rainbow Bridge is literally a card about taking leaps of faith. I should have mentioned that earlier. But I really do feel like moving forward, Pile One, you're going to be taking lots of leaps of faith, and there's going to be changes coming. Do not worry. What you're dealing with right now is temporary, as any other situation is, but obviously. And with this Angel Numbers card, it is so important you stay positive and optimistic, and you understand that this is still a moment to be enjoyed and remembered. I hate to mention this, Pile One, but I feel like every time we go through something, like us as a collective, when we go through something, we be like, oh my gosh, like this is so annoying, so bad. And then it passes, and then we look back on it, and I'm like, oh my god, I remember I got like boba with friends, and it was so much fun, but that was literally in the midst of your flop era, and it's like, you know what I mean? You don't remember the bad times. It kind of fades, and you only remember the good times. It's like filtered. I don't know how to describe it. It's like when you boil water and all that's left is this. Like if you boil like ocean water and all that's left is like the salt. That's kind of the vibe, you know? It's like once you boil away all the bad memories and you kind of feel them through, all that's left is the good memories. Obviously, salt isn't a very good indicator of good memories because salty, but you know what I mean? And I remember I watched this Tana Mojo video, and she was like, because he was salty. Because sodium. Anyways, you very well may be salty, Pile One. And honestly, I don't blame you. I think a lot of us can relate to you, Pile One, if you just said out loud, I'm so salty. And that's okay, Pile One. Honestly, don't take it personally, you know? It's gonna pass. It's gonna work out whether you like it or not. And with the Hierophant card, period, I feel like you're gonna be meeting new people, or I feel like you're gonna be kind of putting yourself out there, or you will be presented opportunities to present yourself and put yourself out there. This may deal with school. For some of you, it may be like your job, a career, interviews. I'm hearing for some of you it could be church if you go to church, you know. And I just feel like things will start turning out. Like, the opportunities will start presenting themselves. And I don't think it'll be like, oh my gosh, like, this is a clear opportunity that I can take. I feel like it'll be very subtle, you know? It's like, you'll think about it, and you'll be like, oh, well, I can do this. And then, you know, you gonna go ahead and do it. So, let's pull some more Oracle cards. Like I said, I have this Feather Messenger Oracle card, and I've never used it in one of my readings. I don't know why, but I literally have it, so it's like, use it, girl. Anyways, some messages for pile 1. Messages for pile 1. Oh my god. We have a Robin. New growth and potential is on the horizon. Reach out and embrace it. Pile 1. I can't make this up. Like, I swear, y'all, like, y'all seen me shuffling the deck and y'all seen it flop out. Alright, we'll pull one more. Some messages for pile 1. Messages for pile 1. My gosh, this deck is aggressive. We have a Dove. Feel and allow a deeper sense of peace to fill you now. This is a divine quality. Divine. I don't know. Tomato. And then on the bottom of the deck, I always like reading these. We have Turkey. Honor your own time of harvest. Offer your gifts and blessings as service to the greater good. Slay. Honestly, pile 1, there's no other better way I can say it. It definitely seems as though, yeah, like, things are coming for you, pile 1. And I don't think it'll come in the form of, like I said, like, obvious opportunities, but rather doors for you to open and routes for you to take, you know? I feel like I'm sensing like this 7 of Cups energy where many options will present themselves to you as you speak them into existence. And it's important that you enjoy the way there, pile 1. I cannot stress this enough. Period, point blank. You will not enjoy your victory nearly as much as you could if you don't enjoy the way there, if you don't enjoy the road there. Cry hard, laugh hard, live hard. Wait, live, laugh, love. We love that. But just get into it. Yeah. Anyways, pile 1. Let's pull some Moonology cards. Actually, let me riffle shuffle these. I used a lot of Oracle decks today. I love the look of just like having all these cards out, you know. It looks so nice, you know, like this is so nice. I love it. Okay. So heartfelt messages for pile 1. Oh, this one just flew off. A time for healing, balsamic moon. Let's pull one more. Oh my god, I guess 2 more. Luck is on your side, new moon in Sagittarius. Please no. Fix it. And conclusions are within reach, full moon eclipse. Oh my gosh. And communication is key. I literally can't make this up. Like, what else do you want me to say, you know? This is the tea. Yeah, pile 1. I'm speechless. Like, I feel like there's nothing else I can say. Like, when this happens, I'm just like, dang, y'all, like, what do I do now? Like, the cards just spilled the tea for me. I was gonna spill the tea and like they are gonna help me, but they just ended up spilling the tea themselves. So it's like, hey y'all, like, I don't know, like, y'all like bubble tea? But anyways, pile 1. This is a very good time to just let go of things. When I see healing, I'm thinking, right, I feel like you've done the healing. You know, I feel like you have been healing. With the Observer and the Owl card, you've literally been healing. And you're probably tired of hearing the focus on yourself, work on yourself, or this is the time for you. It may get tiring to hear that, especially if you're someone who wants to like get into a connection or something of the sorts. But just know that this is a good time for you to let things go. You know, you've healed, you know? And it's like, let that old skin go. Like, let the old shells go. Let all of that go, you know? Like, just put it all in a bag and leave it. Just leave it, you know? Leave it before the mail detector or something. I don't know. And if you don't get that reference, I don't know what to say to you. But just know that this era and this time is ending very soon. And it's gonna come to an end. But it has to start. It starts with you, pile 1. And I think that's both stressful and nice at the same time. Stressful because it's like, oh my gosh, like I have responsibility over myself. But on the other hand, it's like, wow, like, it's really going to come to an end whenever I want it to. And it really starts with you saying to yourself, I'm done with this. I'm leaving it behind. I'm moving on. And the minute you do that, Pile 1, you're literally going to speak it. You're going to speak it in. And luck is on your side. So, you very well may be a Sagittarius or someone of Sagittarius in your chart. Maybe an air sign. But, yeah, Pile 1, that's really all I have for you. I think I'm going to sum up this reading by saying that let things go right now and think about what it is that you expect coming up. How do you want this to end? How do you want good things to come towards you? And when you start speaking those things, opportunities will present themselves and you can take them, take leaps of faith, and all of this can happen with positivity. Ain't nothing ever get done with negativity, you know. You've tried worrying before, and how much good did that do you, Pile 1? Yeah, Pile 1, that's all I have for you. Thank you so much for watching. I love you. You're amazing. You're legendary. You also have good taste because I love this tarot deck. By the way, don't tell the other piles I said that. And if you're from the other piles, I'm so sorry. It's not like that, I swear. But yeah, Pile 1, like and comment, subscribe, because I'm like a YouTuber, I guess. I'm a YouTuber. And check out my TikTok and my Etsy shop if you want to buy a reading. I don't know. But I'm not gonna put my Instagram this time because I deleted Instagram because I did it for my mental health and I want to like not be an iPad baby anymore. So yeah. Thank you so much for watching, Pile 1. I'm gonna let you go now. Bye. Hello, Pile 2. If you chose the Luminous Spirit Tarot, this is going to be your reading. I'm gonna push this to the side because I'm a hypocrite and I was like, oh, I'm gonna do tarot first and then shuffle oracles off camera, and then here I am like doing everything that I said I wouldn't do. But I only pre-shuffled 2 oracle decks today, which is these 2, because I wanted to spill the tea first and kind of get a grip on who you are. But honestly, I really don't know what else to say. Let's just get right into it. So for your 2 oracle cards from these 2 decks, we have the Fox, or Fox, because there's no the, and we have Potion. So right off the bat, Pile 2, you feel like you're a really smart person or someone with brains AF. And with the Potion card, I feel like you are a very creative person. I feel like you could be a singer or like an artist or someone who's very talented, someone who's very smart and sly. I feel like with the Fox card, you may be slick about it too. Like, I feel like people don't really suspect these things from you. You very much are full of surprises, Pile 2. That's what I have to say. And Pile 2, I also feel like you're a little bit shy. And I kind of said this to Pile 1, but a little differently, obviously. But Pile 2, I feel like you could really benefit from expressing yourself more or putting yourself out there more. And I feel like if as of late you've felt very quote-unquote hopeless or very, how do I say it, in a doubtful mood, you really need to let that go. But I am sensing with the Fox card, I feel like you're a little bit too sly. I feel like you're a little bit too slick with it. I feel like you may go out of your way to hide your talents. You stop doing that. So yeah, let's get some oracle cards out here because we need more context. What kind of person I am. Okay. Some heartfelt guidance for Pile 2. Okay. We have Twin. And we have Cornucopia. And on the bottom of the deck, oh my gosh, you should have seen in Pile 2. In Pile 1, I dropped everything. I dropped this whole deck and it spilled everywhere. I didn't edit it out because I was like, I hope you get a good laugh out of that thing. And then on the bottom of the deck, we have what is hidden will be revealed. It definitely seems, I knew this reading was appropriate because it feels like this time period right now collectively is like a final push, if you will. In pile 2 with the twin card, I did read that with the fox card that it's very good for you to express yourself through relationships, both romantic and platonic. But I feel like with the twin card, that's just kind of re-accentuated in the sense that you should really express yourself to friends, like tell people the ideas you have, tell people the creativity, and like let them in on it, like spill the tea, sis. With the cornucopia card, you have it going on. Like, I feel like you're a jack of all trades almost, and you have so much that you can do, and there's so much that you can accomplish, and there's so much talent to be loved by everyone. Like, I don't even know who you are, Pile 2, but I just feel like you're such a intuitive, and like with the twin card, you could literally be like duality AF. I feel like you have a very interesting relationship with yourself, or you create very interesting relationships. You just feel like such a unique person with so much charisma and intellect and talents. And it's like you need to broadcast that more. And if you do that, you will attract that. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like with the what is hidden will be revealed on the bottom of the deck, it's like, oh, and then there's gifts to the portal. I didn't do this for my one. Don't tell them I did that. But I feel like you've been doing a lot of good. I feel like you've been really giving to the world. Like, I feel like you've been slaying, Like, I feel like you've been serving. And it's your turn to be served. And in a good way. And I feel like maybe you constantly do good, like amazing things for other people, or that you've been building a lot of good karma. But it definitely seems as if though, like, there is a moment and there is a time for you to shine. It's coming up. And honestly, with the what is in it will be revealed, it almost seems as if though this cornucopia card, I almost wonder if opportunities to express yourself will start popping up, or answers you've been looking for will be popping up. I'm not quite sure what these answers are, but I do feel like they're related to relationships because we do have the twin card here. There could be a Gemini in your life, or you could be a Gemini. I wouldn't be surprised. Geminis are always so talented and smart. But it definitely seems that way, and it definitely seems as if though you've been looking for this sense of how can I get my foot in the door. So let's pull an angel oracle, angel number. Oh my gosh. Oops. Alright. Angel number for pile 2. Angel number for pile 2. Oh, wow. Aggressive. Alright, we got 29. You are highly intuitive and creative. Your mind thinks in pictures and you seem to draw information and ideas from out of the sky. A powerful drive to know the oneness of all things. I am insightful. Literally, pile 2. Like, you're so... I feel like when people are going through something, they may come to you, like close friends will be like, what's your take on it? Because the tea you have to spill and the perspective you have to preside is just so different and so like insightful. Like, I just feel like you provide such interesting context, and I feel like you should use that for your own good. You don't realize it, but imagine how much would get accomplished if you like provided that insight for yourself. It's like, what if you talk to yourself as if you're giving advice and insight to another friend? Like, what if you use that for yourself? You know, what if you talk to yourself like you were talking to a friend or someone you're trying to help or give context to, you know? It's like, how much more would you learn and how much more would you accomplish, you know? Imagine the opportunities you could literally manifest and create if you just talk to yourself like you're talking to a twin. But let's pull the tarot now. I have 2 more Oracle decks, but I'm going to pull those at the end. So yeah. Also, I've noticed that this deck attracts a lot of minimalist people or people that are very quiet and artistic. It's very beautiful. I don't really see other tarot readers do that. I don't know why. By Tina Gong on Labyrinthos. Pretty iconic if you ask me. So yeah. Some guidance for some heartfelt guidance for pile 2. Oh. We have the 2 of Cups. Oh my gosh, so much like 2 energy. I didn't even know this deck did hoppers. Doesn't really strike me as the kind to do that. Alright. And then we have the Hanged Man. 4 of Wands. The High Priestess. This one depicts nudity. I'm gonna cover it up. Don't tell anyone. I hope you didn't see it. That's the High Priestess, guys. It's the High Priestess. And then we have the Queen of Swords. What is that? Oh, the deck is bent. Anyways, pile 2 with the High Priestess card and the Queen of Swords on the bottom of the deck, and then the 2 of Cups. It definitely seems as if though that you know how good your intellect is. I feel like you know deep down and from external sources that what you have to say and what you think is very critical and very like outside of the box. And with the Hanged Man, this very well could deal for relationship pile 2 with the 2 of Cups. I hate to admit it, or I love to admit it, depending on what it is. But this ain't a love reading, but I was just gonna say that, like, with the 2 of Cups here, I do feel like there is a relationship present. I do feel as though that relationships are very important to you, very significant in your life, and I think that they have a big impact on your psyche, and other people seem to have a huge influence on your energy or influence on your mood. And with the Hanged Man, I feel like there's something you want to say. I feel like there's something you want to do, and it may regard your relationships. And with the 4 of Wands and the Hanged Man, I feel like sorry, just yawned, excuse me. Whew. It definitely seems, when I come at this reading, it just feels very disorienting, and I keep yawning, and I'm like tired, and I feel like that's how you feel, pile 2. You may feel drained, and maybe you're in a state of like kind of rejuvenating yourself. Like, I have never felt this exhausted in the midst of a reading, and I feel like you've been doing too much for other people. It's time that you start doing things for yourself, and you start using your gifts for yourself, and not even in a selfish way, you know, but it's like they're your gifts, you know. It's like, it doesn't mean that you have to constantly give it out and never use it for yourself, you know. It's like, you deserve guidance too, and you deserve wholeness too, and it's important that you don't leave yourself out of it, you know. Don't disclude yourself from something that is yours, and just let yourself be more intimate with yourself. You know, sit down with yourself, you know, talk to yourself, you know, what is it that you want? What is it that you're looking for? What ideas really just get you out of your seat, out of excitement, you know? And when I say that, I mean like What is it that you are passionate about that you want to act upon? You know, what opportunities do you want to create? What opportunities do you want to reveal? Ask yourself those questions, Pilot 2, and like make it about yourself for once, you know? Like if you're someone that's a people pleaser, make it about yourself. And if you're not people pleasing and you actually haven't been giving the gifts out, you know, and you've been using it on yourself, I feel like the message just flips in the sense that you should share it, you know? Let other people know, you know, like spill the tea on them and tell them how do you like show them what great insight you can provide and how smart you actually are and how talented you actually are, you know. It's like if you've been only showing it to other people, show it to yourself. If you've only been showing it to yourself, show it to other people, you know. We have a lot of duality in this deck with the two of cups, you know. And I feel like it's about balancing your energy and distributing it more appropriately, you know. And I feel like it starts there, and that's kind of what will attract this Four of Wands energy. And with the Hanged Man, I feel like you've been unsure of how to go about it, or you've been unsure as to what to do, or you've been kind of trying to see. I've noticed that in this card that he's kind of strung upside down by what looks like water, by a wand. So I feel like you're very much strung and stuck on action, or you're unsure of what action to take or how to use this pent up energy, and your emotions are kind of clouding it. I'm sensing. I'm seeing a lot of water with the Two of Cups here, but I think that it's very important that you don't let your emotions stagnate you, and you don't let your feelings, especially of worry and doubt, kind of like hold you back, you know, Pile 2. I think that that's very important. It's just really important that you don't get in your own way, Pile 2. I think that's really kind of the moral of the reading. Don't get in your own way, and know that the only, this is so cheesy, but the only obstacle that you're truly going to face is yourself. Like, you are the worst obstacle because you're so smart and you're so intuitive and intellectual. Like, you're like Professor AF vibes. And it's like you're so smart that you can really navigate any situation and figure it out. But it's like if you don't get a grip of your emotions, or you don't handle them properly, or you don't understand, or you don't sit down with yourself to normalize them and, you know, be comfortable with them, it's like you're gonna get in your own way, you know. Especially with that Two of Cups energy, or you could, or other people could get in your way, and you need to not let them. You know, you need to not let relationships or yourself to influence you into a direction that you would not go into normally if you were in the right headspace, you know? And with the Queen of Swords on the bottom of the deck, it is so important that you use your discernment more and that you are more critical, not of yourself, but of external situations, and you set boundaries more. Boundaries may be a big thing for you, and that is very important, Pile 2. Anyways, let's pull some messenger cards. I have this Feather Oracle, and I literally have never used it in any of my readings. I don't know why. It's such a cute deck. Some heartfelt messages for Pile 2. Oh wow, I already got 2. They just kind of flew out. So on the bottom of the deck we have a condor. Hold the highest vision for your life. You now possess the ability to move past any hurdles. Oh, Pile 1 got this one too. We have the Robin. New growth and potential is on the horizon. Reach out and embrace it. And then we have a Nuthatch. Stay grounded and welcome the new knowledge and perspective coming to you. Definitely. It really does seem like there's opportunity. Pile 1 really dealt with opportunity. I feel like all the piles here are going to be dealing with opportunity, so don't even like be like, oh my god, I need to watch Pile 1 too. I just feel like you're very much clouded by emotions and in uncertainty where to go next. But it's like when you ground yourself, Pile, like I said with the Hanged Man, like he's suspended by his emotions from a wand, and it's like he's relying on something that's ever changing. You know, our emotions are always changing. They're always being flipped around. They're always being thrown around. It's like you can't rely on that. You know, your perspective's always going to be changing if you keep relying on that. You know, it's like ground yourself. Be realistic. Pile 2. Be realistic. That is the best way I can say. Be realistic, and once you do that, it'll become very evident that what it is you need to do. And when I say be realistic, well, I just saw a butterfly. That could be a sign of change. But Pile 2, just stop. Oh my gosh, why did I say it like that? That's so rude. But sorry. Pile 2, it's just very important that you stop holding yourself back, you know? Let's pull some Moonology cards. Pile 2, I feel like I've been very mean to you in your reading. Just know that it's not like that. Obviously, I hope it doesn't come off that way. I hope it didn't sound mean, but it's very much that you really need to snap out of it, you know? I feel like you're too smart for your own good, and you're really good at making excuses, or you're really good at holding things off, you know? Maybe you're a procrastinator, which, same, honestly. But anyway. Some message. Heartfelt messages. Oh my god. It like messed up the reading, girl. Girl. It's okay. That looks better. Some heartfelt messages for Pile 2. Oh, this one. Oh. We have surrender to the divine full moon. I'll take this one too. Look at the bigger picture of full moon in Sagittarius. Full moon. Jeez. Oh, this one. Communication is key. On the bottom deck, we have nothing will come of this situation. Void of course moon. When I see this card, I really do think that nothing will come of you being negative, Pile 2. Nothing will come of you holding in what it is that you have to say or feel. And when I see communication, I feel like this deals with both yourself and your relationships. Like, you need to be more honest with yourself and stop trying to control it so much. Controlling will not work because things around you are going to change anyways. So you may as well embrace that, and you may as well let go of the wheel. And when you look at the bigger picture, you realize that things are going to be different, you know? Like, I was listening to this song yesterday. It was from the Chicago soundtrack, and it was like, in 50 years ago, it's going to change, or like, it's going to change, you know? And that's really the vibe, you know? Like, what you're dealing with now, Pile 2, is going to be gone. The feelings are going to be the same when you go through something, but the situation will be very different. And it's important that you understand the cyclical nature of yourself, and you realize that if you keep trying to control it, it'll literally just set yourself up for more failure and more pain. Honestly, Pile 2, that's really all I have for you. I'm just going to sum up your reading by saying that it's important that you communicate with yourself more, or with other people more. And when I say communicate, it doesn't mean like, oh, like, tell them how you feel, you know, if they did something. Like, obviously, tell them that, you know. But it's like, be more honest, you know. Like, don't be so deceptive, and don't hide yourself, and don't try to control what people know about you, or try to control what the world perceives you as, you know. And stop trying to bottle up your emotions or bottle up your intuition, and just don't get in your own way, you know. Don't let your emotional episodes define you. Don't let those dictate your lifestyle, you know. It's like, stop letting things that are temporary control the permanent outcome, you know. Like, don't let temporary situations have a permanent impact, period. So yeah, that's all I have for you, Pile 2. Please like and subscribe, because I'm like a YouTuber now, honestly. Yeah. I'll link my TikTok and my Etsy shop if you want to buy a reading. I actually deleted my Instagram, not the account, but I deleted the app because I did it for my mental health. So yeah, that's all I have for you, Pile 2. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. I love you. Hello, Pile 3. If you chose the Ethereal Visions Tarot, this is going to be a reading. I literally shuffle Oracle cards on camera now. Can you believe that? I was watching one of my old videos because I was like checking on it. I was like, oh, this has 200 views. Who am I? And it was like, oh my gosh, like I just take so long to shuffle Oracle cards and I like do it off camera. And I was like, girl, what do you do now? Anyways, I did reshuffle these two decks. So, honestly, Pile 3, let's just get right into it. So we have for you the Lion card and the Gift card. Ooh, okay. When I was shuffling these, first of all, Pile 3, I get heavy Leo energy from you. Heavy, like, Leo and, like, Libra energy from you. But it definitely seems as if, though, that I feel like you're... I'm just going to start pulling your oracles now. I kind of provided context for the other piles, but I feel like I have a hunch as to what's going on, but I just need to pull some cards first. I'm using the Iris Oracle, of course. I shuffle so many decks differently. Anyways. Some heartfelt guys for pile 3. Almost said pile 1. We have Body as a House. And we have Laughing and Crying. And on the bottom of the deck, we have Ripe Fruits. Pile 3, it definitely feels as though you've been kind of keeping to yourself and bottling up a lot of your emotions. With the Gift card, I noticed I see your heart right here. Or their heart, you know, whatever this card wants to go by, but I'm gonna say there. It feels like you've been bottling up a lot of emotions and kind of facing them yourself, and because of that, I feel like with the line, it seems as if, okay, so what I was originally gonna say is it feels like you're struggling with egotistical issues, and I feel like this goes in several different directions, so apply it as you wish, but it feels like with the Body as a House, you've kind of retreated into yourself, or you've been kind of in tune with yourself. But I also feel like with the Laughing and Crying card, you've been kind of bottling up a lot of emotions. And because of that, you kind of feel resentful because it's like you're in this vibe like no one knows what I'm going through. So it's like you're kind of in this very proud mindset. And that might be doing you more harm than good because you're kind of being rude to everyone, especially yourself. I think that you're being very hard on yourself. With the Gift card, it's like you need to understand that you have a lot going on. With the Lion card, you have very good things. Like, I don't know how to describe it. It's like you just have these qualities about it that make you so magnetic, so attractive, and so, like, beautiful. But you're refusing to share that with others right now because you feel as though either A, they don't deserve it, or B, you don't even see those gifts about yourself because you're in the midst of so much emotional turmoil that you're choosing to bottle up and kind of retreat into yourself with instead of expressing yourself more. And if you need to cry, honestly, just do it. Like, if you need to cry in front of someone, do it. Hit someone up, call someone, do something, Pile 3. Because it's not serving you to go on like this at all. You are getting nothing done, Pile 3. Like, you are doing a disservice to yourself, mostly yourself, because it doesn't hurt or benefit anybody else but you when it comes to expressing your emotions. Because in the grand scheme of things, you're here to live the life for yourself, you know, and it's like you can't go on keeping all these things to yourself, good and bad, you know. It's like, and I think that with the Lion card, it would do you so much good to share, you know. Like, I feel like with the Gift card and the Lion card, that's such a beautiful combination, Pile 3. Like, you have so much to give, and I think that you'd be happy giving those things, you know. I feel like you love being a provider or someone that is somebody's reason to smile. You know, I feel like you're all about that attention. You know, if you are a Leo, you're all about that. Like you're all about that stuff. You know, it's like it's so your vibe, and whatever the case may be that's causing you all this emotional turmoil, just know that it's probably a lesson to test you on expressing yourself more and not bottling things up so much and keeping to yourself like that. It's doing no one any good. And with the body as a house, I almost feel called to mention that, like, and with the lion card, I'm like looking at it, and it feels like I'm an outsider, you know? It feels like people want to help and people want to reach out to you and maybe be a gift. But with the laughing and crying card, it's like you're not letting people in, you know? And because of that, it's like people feel worried about you and people want to care about you, and you probably want to show them and you probably want to like be there for them too, you know? It's like you can't be there for anyone else if you can't even be there for yourself, you know? It makes it that much harder to show up for other people if you don't even show up for yourself, you know? Very cliche, but it's very true. So honestly, okay, let's pull an angel card. And pile 3, just know that you need to treat yourself better. You need to be more honest and transparent with your emotions. Yeah, I said that, pile 3. What are you gonna do about it? Alright. An angel number for pile 1. Pile 3. Goodness gracious. Oh my gosh, we got 2. All the other decks only got 1. Well, I'll give you both. Because you're special, I guess. Whatever. You're all special. Anyways, ooh. We got 28. In an effort to accomplish great things, you recognize the value of working with others. You make a capable and compassionate leader who can bring people together and drive a team toward achievement. I am a leader. And we have 222. Trust that the seeds of your thoughts are growing as you are nourishing them with words, feelings, and actions. Action. I am balanced. Most definitely. This one especially just... Let me reread that, pile 3. Trust that the seeds of your thoughts are growing as you are nourishing them with words, feelings, and action. Words, feelings, and action. Words, feelings, and actions. I'm gonna get in your face about it. But pile 3, literally, you will grow so much more than you thought you would, and you will attract everything, and you will literally bring people together. You will literally move mountains if you just express yourself and you nourish yourself and you take care of yourself. Because when you do that, you'll be in a good vibe. And let me tell you something, pile 3. I can already sense that if you're in a good vibe, ain't nothing in this world gonna stop you. Ain't nothing gonna stop you. Literally, it seems as if though that when you're in a good vibe, someone literally can't be in a bad mood around you. Like someone literally can't be in a bad mood around you. But when you're in this state, it's impossible for someone to feel comfortable around you. I know that's not what you want, pile 3. So let's get into your tarot. I'm so excited to see what's going on. Like I'm getting into this. This is actually my second ever tarot deck, pile 3. So oh my gosh. Did you see that? That was so embarrassing. Oh, good. Okay. Cut it into 3. That's how I like doing it. Alright. Some heartfelt messages for pile 3. This deck does like doing jumpers sometimes. See? Oh gosh. Okay, we actually pulled more cards than I was gonna use, but it's okay. Alright. We have the Well in reverse, just flopped out just like that. What's this? We have Six of Pentacles. Pulled a lot of cards, so I'm gonna have to. Six of Cups. Page of Swords. Six of Swords. And on the bottom of the deck, we have Page of Cups. It definitely... Okay, so we have a lot of pages here. And then we have the Six of Cups, pile 3. This goes... I'm feeling called to mention two different things. One, someone needs to call you out on your childlike behavior when it comes to your emotions, okay? No one's gonna judge you, pile 3. And I also feel called to mention that you feel this kind of innocence with your feelings. I feel like this childlike behavior isn't necessarily a bad thing, but rather you want to be accepted. You know, you're afraid of people not getting it, or you're afraid of people not understanding you, or you're afraid of people not wanting to listen with the Six of Pentacles. Maybe you're scared of people not showing up with the same vigor and excitement as you would. With the Six of Swords and the Well card in reverse, I feel like you're moving on from a lot right now. Maybe you went through a lot, or this could also speak about literally needing to leave this situation behind and move on from it into better things. With the Six of Pentacles, you need to be more generous of not only yourself but not only other people but yourself. And with the Well card in reverse, I just feel like you're in this huge blockage. Like, I'm hearing writer's block, I'm hearing like stress, like going through the rakes, just oh my gosh, pile 3. Like, I feel like you feel very freaked out right now. You may have a lot on your plate right now in terms of like work. With the Six of Pentacles, it could deal with work, money, school. Maybe you're balancing a lot of things right now, and because of that, you feel kind of stressed out. And we have a lot of sixes here, pile 3. Like, we have 3 out of the 4 sixes. What luck is that? Imagine the next one's right here. No, it's 9 of Pentacles. Oh, 9 of Pentacles. It really does seem like you just need to nurture yourself more and treat yourself more, you know? It's this vibe of like, you won't buy yourself your $20 cart off Amazon. 25 because we want that free shipping. You won't buy that $25 cart for yourself on Amazon, knowing good and well it would make you feel so good. But here you are about to go to a $50 dinner with a friend and you're willing to pay the whole bill plus tip. And you won't even like be bothered about it, you know? Like, show up for yourself, pile 3. Like, show up for yourself like that, you know? I'm not saying go crazy or nothing, you know, like, we don't get down like that. But I mean, like, you need to show yourself the same compassion and energy that you would other people. And it's like, you can't keep going on like this. You can't keep putting your joy on pleasing others. Like, maybe you're a huge people pleaser. It definitely seems as if though that you just have a lot of ideas at your disposal. It's like you have so much going on, pile 3, in your brain. Like, I don't think that one reading can really cover how much is actually going on in your psyche and the old noggin up there. But it's like, whatever it is that you're juggling and whatever it is that you're dealing with, or whatever things that you're dealing with, it's clearly making you feel some type of way, and it's making you feel isolated. And because of that, like, you're unable to show up for yourself because you're choosing not to. And on top of that, it makes it that much more laborious to show up for other people. And other people want to show up for you, but you're not letting them. And because of that, it's just creating this huge disconnect, lack of communication, and stagnant energy. And because of that, you are literally freaking yourself out. Like, I can't explain to you how freaked out you may actually be, pile 3. Like, you are literally stressing yourself out to no end with this laughing and crying card. Like, it is literally laughing and crying. There's so many emotions on this one face. And it's like, that just very well may be it. Like, if you're not laughing, you're crying. Like, if you're not out having a really good time, you're literally bawling your eyes out. And this dynamic is not serving you because it's too extreme. It's too shaky. It's too unpredictable. And it's not doing you any good. You need to find the gray in this. It's not that black and white, you know? And you really need to move on from this. You need to move on from this belief that people won't show up for you, or that your emotions don't matter, or that you don't matter, or that there is no solution. You won't find a solution unless you put it out there, unless you put your problems out there to the universe. You know, it's like a doctor a doctor may know what's going on with you, but they literally can't help you unless you tell them your symptoms. Just like how the universe literally isn't going to help you until you admit to it what you're dealing with and what your problems are and what you're feeling. It's like you're literally retreating into yourself with this body as a house card. You are literally running away into yourself, and it's doing you no good. And you need to move on from that. You need to, with this 222 card, like, you literally need to nurture your emotions by taking action, saying something, and once you do that, you'll establish more balance. Like, I feel like that's all you want, Pile 3. I feel like all you want is balance. You will never achieve balance if you don't express your emotions, because your emotions are causing you to literally be on the craziest roller coaster that anyone will ever experience. So let's pull some more oracle cards. We have 2 more decks here. We have this feather oracle, which is super cute. I never used it. Need to more often. I've been telling literally everything. This card just like flew away. Alright. Heartfelt messages for Pile. Oh. We have a heron. Let go of convention and follow your own unique path. Heartfelt messages for Pile 3. Heartfelt messages for Pile 3. Oh, there it goes. We have Bluebird. You are being gifted with blessings of happiness and peace. And on the bottom deck we have Condor. Condor? I don't know. Hold the highest vision for your life. You now possess the ability to move past any hurdles. Literally, Pile 3, like, what this reading boils down to is, it's really up to you. How much you want to let go of is up to you. And how much you let go of will dictate how much goodness comes into your life. You know, all these negative patterns or these bad habits that you're participating in and indulging in, how many of those that you let go is exactly how much you'll get back in goodness. So the more you're willing to let go, the more you will gain. The more of yourself that you don't like, that you unbecome, the better version of yourself you will become, you know? It's like, it's not about building the foundation, but rather tearing the old one down that literally is not serving you. You know, this is a chance for you. This is a huge chance for you to grow. Because I feel like this is definitely something you've been participating in for a while. Because we got a reversal card. I literally never pull reversal cards. Like, I know how to read them, but I just don't read them. So the fact that we got a reversal card here just really shows that, like, this may have been something that you've been dealing with for a while, especially with the 6 of Swords and how many 6s we have here, period. This is something that you've been doing for a really long time now, and you need to stop. Like, you literally, like, you could create whatever it is that you want, but you can't do that. Because it's like, I'm thinking of Minecraft for some reason. Like, you can create however much you want, but if you have a full inventory, what you just created has no space in your inventory. Just like how you can create all the good things in your life, but you will literally not have room in your life for those things because you are cluttered, okay? And it's like, it doesn't matter how many good things you try to bring into your life. These negative things still have a spot in your life, and they're literally taking up space for the good things that you're trying to manifest. And because of that, it's really about decluttering and getting rid of these old habits. And obviously it's not just that easy, you know. It's not like, oh, like, let me just let this go, you know. Like, let me just leave at the metal detector. If you get that joke, I love you. But, like, you just need to let it go. Like, it is a process. Obviously, it's a painful process and a very terrifying process, because letting go of something that you thought was the way is not the way. Or, like, letting it go is, like, scary, you know. But would you rather doom yourself to a life of living this pain over and over and over again, and living this, like, maddening cyclical thing that just keeps hurting you and bringing you down more and more? Would you rather be doomed to a life of that, or would you rather rip off the band-aid and suffer greatly for one moment and then just relieve yourself of that disgusting pattern? Like, it's the lesser of the two evils here, and it's really about what you truly want. If you want something, you have to be willing to make room for it, you know? It's like I keep hearing like, you can't go on like this, and I think you know that, and this is a big moment for you, and just know, pile 3, like, it is gonna hurt, you know? Like, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, like, you know, but I think that you should be willing to deal with that if it means that it'll bring you so much more goodness and feel goods in the future, you know? Like, we trying to get that serotonin, girl, and it's like, if you purge, that's what you'll get, okay? That's how much you'll get. And it's like, it will literally come upon you out of nowhere, because I feel like you've created so many amazing things that haven't gotten through to you, and you're probably wondering why, but that's because you're cluttered, and once you declutter, it's gonna hurt at first, don't get me wrong. Like, when you pop your blackheads, it's gonna look crazy and it's gonna hurt, but then, like, clear skin AF, lol, but at least for like 3 seconds. Don't pop your blackheads, y'all. Like, find another way. But anyways, I digress. Pile 3, it's just, you have to be willing to, like, growing hurts, okay? Like, growth hurts, you know? Like, we've all experienced growing pains when we were little. It was not the vibe, but it made you stronger. It made you better, you know? It did something nice for you. Let's pull some Moonology cards. Wow, that did not work. I cannot shuffle this deck anymore. Alright. Heartfelt messages for pile 3. Oh my gosh. Nah. Heartfelt message for pile 3. Heartfelt messages for pile 3. Okay. A fiery climax approaches. Full moon in Aries. That's crazy. We just had a full moon in Aries. A time for healing. Balsamic moon. Makes me think of balsamic vinegar. Maybe like balsamic vinegar, pile 3. I don't know. I want to take this one. And have faith in your dreams. And on the bottom of the deck, we have a personal issue reaches resolution. Full moon in Cancer, slay, and waxing crescent moon for this one. I feel like this is going to be a blow up. I feel like if you don't heal, you may blow up. I'm just saying. Like, you may explosion, do something crazy and out of pocket. But that's just a loose thought. Not for all of you. But yeah, pile 3. Like, I really do feel like you need to have more faith in yourself, and you need to believe in yourself more, and you just need to heal, girl. Like, grow through what you go through. But I do feel as though this time period of lack of clarity, confusion, anger, sadness, heartbreak, craziness, like, I feel like it's all coming to an end, and I feel like it'll very subtly wrap up. But whatever is left of it is, you have to choose what you do with it, you know? You have to choose how to let go of it, and you have to choose what you need to let go of, you know? Like, you have to use your discernment. That's really all I have for you, pile 3. I think I'm going to sum up this reading by saying that you're being very egotistical, and I feel like you're acting like a stick-up is up your arse. And you're just not sharing anything. Like, and it's like, the good things you can't share because you're so bottled up that you can't even do good things for yourself. And the bad things, it's just like, you're all over the place, pile 3. And I feel like you should understand that it's ending. It's coming to the situation that is causing this is ending, okay? But you have to be responsible for your emotions and your thoughts and how you articulate them and how you express them to let go of them. How you choose to let go of that is kind of the vibe, you know? Like, after this situation passes you, it's up to you how you want to heal and what you want to let go of to make room for goodness. Like, it's really up to you, pile 3. Like, you can't go on like this, and you know it. And it's like, if you can't go on like this, and if you don't want to go on like this, what are you going to do about it? How are you going to let go of it? How are you going to express yourself? How are you going to just make room for all the beautiful things that are trying to make its way into your life, Pilot 3? And just know that it's a lot easier than it looks. It's a lot easier than it sounds. It's daunting to start, but once you get into it, I feel like Pilot 3, you're going to be all over it. But just know that it will hurt. But that pain is very much worth it, and it's very much nothing compared to what you've dealt with maybe your whole life with this laughing and crying card. It's going to pass, and it's going to work out as long as you make the room for it. It's going to work out as long as you let it. Like, you will feel better as long as you make time and room for it. That's all I have for you, Pilot 3. Please like and subscribe, because I'm like a YouTuber, LOL. Yeah, I love you so much. I'll link my TikTok down. I'll put the @ and if you want to follow it, do that. But I actually deleted Instagram because I needed to do it for my mental health, so no Instagram for now. And I didn't delete the account, just delete the app. And then if you want to buy a tarot reading, I have my Etsy shop down there, but that's totally up to you. It's like, I feel like that's what I do for, like, if people want to, like, quote unquote give back. It's like, I still want to give you something, It's like, I love doing readings. But anyways, thank you so much for watching Pilot 3. That's all I have. Bye. I love you.